Right, hello everybody. I'll carry on with this. I've only just pinned that bit there, the front cover, to that because what I'd done is I wanted to get a feel for how the journal was looking. So when I went through my trunk, I could pick out things that sort of coordinated with it. Plus, as you know, I was tea staining. I mean, you know, this is basically all sort of rubbish, but I thought all this, you could make some pockets and things out of these bits. There's some more tea stained. I tea stained a load of stuff yesterday. Some other stuff is still drying. This is all dry. That's that lovely paper I've got, which I love, which I've used on the front cover. So I'll carry on with that on that one. That's some old, it's still a bit damp actually, embossed paper there. I've done, I just tea stained. Okay, so I sort of put that on and then looked through my stuff that I got that's in the trunk to just get a feel for how I want it together. Yes, I've cut all my pages down, which again, these are all scrap paper, all of it. It's all misprints on my digis or bits of paper that have been left that I cut down. You know, oh, and I found that ticket, and I found a Tim Holtz thing. I think I found another one as well. I was like, wow, why did I put that in there? But because I love Tim Holtz. Yeah, some of those tab things that I thought would go. There's quite a few of them in their box actually. Bingo cards. So I just sort of started dotting things around on the pages. What did I cut the pages to? 1 minute. I'll just check the size of my journal and then tell you what size I cut the pages to. I think I remember it was 6. Yeah, 6 1/4. By 4 3/4. And a 1.5 inch spine. All right, that was determined by the cardboard because it had 2 nice creases in there, so that's why I used that. Okay, and then I cut the pages, the base pages. I think I've done 6. Yeah, 6 by sort of 8.5. All right, so then we got a 4 1/4 page. Yeah, so I've done all that, and all I used was some coffee stain paper, which I think I showed you I was playing around with those the other day. So I put them in there because they were just here. Those, I think that went that way. And this is all scrap paper that I'd coffee stained. There's another one there that I've done the other day, just showing you. And then there's that. I think that should go that way. And these are just bits of paper I found in there, all right, that I thought went well. So that's what I've done there. And that was one of the ones that we originally done. And I just, that straight away went. I think that's a bit of a, yeah, a very old tea stained book page. We got there. I just thought, yeah, leave that. And what have I got here? Yeah, I found this doily in there, another Tim Holtz. And that's the envelopes we were doing the other day. So another bit of paper there. That's all nicely stained up. Some bits of paper here I found. Just odd bits. See, the thing is with a small and another bit, I just folded it up to make a little pocket. Don't know what, you know, I might probably sew that in and do different things with it. I could do with some black thread actually on my machine. I'm going to do that because I quite fancy the black thread running through this. And that was a bit left from my boho. Bingo card there, another envelope there that can become a pocket. I don't think I've got much else in there. It's just old paper. And honestly, it was just incredibly quick. Okay, just get loads of paper, cut them down, and then sort them out into 3. And I'd done, oh, how many pages did I do? I think I'd done sort of 5. Yeah, and then maybe add a pocket here and there. But I sort of based it on 5 in each signature. So that would become 10 pages, 20 writing sides. So 20, 40, 60. And I think that's plenty for 1.5 inch spine. All right. Because we haven't put pockets in or anything yet. So that's what I do. That's why I put this back on, and I got a feel of how everything was going, all right, to choose what went in there from what I had to choose from, which was not very much actually. But I've got loads of paper and rubbish to work on in the journal. So I'm going to make like I'm going to have to do it because I like that there. So I think I'm going to have to make a pocket there just with book pages, I think. Oh, well, I like my loaded pocket on that side, so perhaps I'll do a sort of loaded pocket back here or something. Let's see how thick it gets first. But I think we'll definitely use that there because I found I liked the way that was all looking there. Yeah, so that would be inside, and then maybe another pocket in there. I might have to gesso that, I don't know, because it's Tom Jones and some of it's a bit raunchy, I notice. I like something about fertile invention. Oh yeah, I'll gesso some of that and cover it a bit, I think. I don't know, I'm going to read it just to see. It might be why it's been left behind, because there might be words and things that, yes, are a bit naughty. Okay, right, so what I'm going to do first is gesso that page here, and we're going to make a pocket for that. So I'm going to do all that before I sew in the signatures. I'm not going to decorate the signatures or anything. It's going to go in as is, and we can decorate it with things that perhaps we make, like I said before, make in a few weeks. But I've got a good little base for a little journal. So, and it's, you know, and some people, especially beginners, you know, start off small. I always say start off small and complete because I wouldn't say they take any less amount of time, but there's less of an area to think about, to fill. And I think, you know, that's what we, you know, especially when we look at an empty page, we go, oh my gosh, I've got to do something with that whole page. Well, if it's a smaller area, you've got less to think about, and I think it becomes easier. Because you might only have to just put a tag in that area or one pocket and a little tag, and it's filled, you know. And I think that's the way to go, especially if you're beginning, because and then, you know, gradually get bigger as your confidence grows. That's the only advice I can give you really on that, and just give it a go. It's only paper, and this is only rubbish. Well, it doesn't look rubbish now, but you know, it was in my rubbish box. So I think misprint, you know, all bits of paper left behind and things like that. Yeah, but mind you, I do like this lace. I wouldn't have chucked that away. So, and that's a little bit of snippet lace. Butterflies, you know, or printables, free printables, you know, which, I don't know, 20, 30 to a page. So, mess up the butterfly. Okay, do another one. Right. Right, okay, I'll make the pocket. I'm going to, I've tore off a bit of that paper I just showed you, and I thought that would look nice all scrunched up. Now, if you don't sew this, you have to glue it down, you know, underneath each one of those. Just concertina it, and then glue, a little bit of glue underneath one of those. But I am going to sew mine with black thread, right, because I'm going to introduce some black thread through the journal, which I think is quite nice to go with the black text. Got a bit of this tracing paper that's coffee stained, and got a bit of colour on it as well. It's dripped on it, which I thought was quite nice, and as I showed you that. But I'm going to gesso. I quite like this bit, this side. I'm going to just put a bit of gesso on and then dry it off before we make the pocket, because I just feel as though I need to lighten that up to go with this a little bit. Okay, I really like the depth of that coffee staining. That could be coffee stained, I don't know, so it was ages ago. I'll put too much on really. And I thought I would, oh sorry, put that over the top to form the pocket. Just a bit. Okay, is there anything else that needs gesso on? Because I've got loads. I might put a bit of gesso on one of these. I'm sure I can find loads of things. Put a little bit on here for later. Like that. Pick up there. You can see now, can't you, that I like to play. Okay, leave that to dry. Put my mess. All that just for a little bit gesso. But then I have done other papers as well, so okay. Right, let's get the size of our pocket. It's usually let's have a look. Yeah, so if I cut those off each side there, I think we'll have pretty good size there. Give this a check. I'm going to fold that down a bit there. Yeah, that's a good size. Okay, cut that off. And cut this down now. This is going to be a little pocket too, so I'm not going to use it all. Most probably, let's have a look where that goes to. It's like a double pocket, and that's going to be, yeah, about there, I reckon. So I'll do that, and then I'll fold it over. No measuring. A little bit of glue. If you're doing not sewing it, then make sure it's stuck down properly. I'm just putting a little bit. Oh, a minute, sorry. Just a little bit of glue on here. Not much though, because you can sometimes see it. So I quite like this edge here where it's nice and white. Okay, and then cut that off. Very easy pocket. I think nothing special about that at all, but it serves its purpose on the front. Okay, right, so I'm going to go and stitch this down and stitch around this with some black thread. Okay, and then I'll be back. Okay, done that, and I've looked at it and I'm thinking, do you know what, that is going to be lost in there. So I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to think that's going to be there and you're not going to see it, and I don't think it looks very nice. Okay, and I really want that there. All right, so this now is going to go on the back. Yeah, and this I'm going to stitch with black thread there and there, and then that's going to be a big tuck spot, and then we can put some fibres coming out of the top there. That's because I love this image. I like it and it goes so well. It's covered up with that, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I prefer that set up a lot better. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stitch that. I can still stitch through that, no problem. Let's see all going on. I don't mind the black stitching being seen on the front, but usually the cover sort of covers it up anyway, but I don't mind if it does. I might even add some more. No, I can't because you'll see it through this side. And then that'll give me a little space there to put something hanging from that bit. Yeah, definitely need that in there, without a doubt. Right, I'm going to stitch through that now. And I'm going to glue, yeah, I'll glue that one on, I think. Okay. Just zoom in a little bit there. That's that. Alright, so I went to my snippet box and got a bit of old lace. It looks like it's been cut up there. A bit gold I had. So I'm going to put those in the top, because that's all been stitched on now. I mean, yes, should have done it first really, but I never know what I want until I've done it. And then I'll tie it with a bit of jute. Do a little bow perhaps. Yeah. I might look like I tie bows funny. I think I do them left-handed. Everybody says, you have to look funny when you tie a bow. And just trim off. Trim off that without cutting your fingers. There we go. And then it's not too bulky. And then we've got a tuck spot here. All right. Let's have a look. I'm not saying I'm putting that in there. It's not big enough, but there we go. That back there. So that's that done. All right, so I think we can get on and stitch the signatures in and then finish the cover off. I think. Oh, want to lose that nice, very grungy doily. It's a cut out doily, I think. It's been hanging around a while and lovely. Love it. Right, okay, so I'm going to take all the loose bits out that I've chosen now. Well, actually, those are all right. They can stay in. Right. I think I'm all right. Make sure everything is straight, and then get on and do the journal. Right, I'm doing 3 signatures, aren't I? I'm just wondering if I can do it with the memory keeper thing. Not sure. Shall we give it a go? Yeah, I'm going to go and get that and see if we can do it with that. Okay, let's put this to the test then. Okay, because I'm doing 3 signatures, as you know. Sorry about my marks. I've just placed it to see how it worked, and you wouldn't believe it. It goes between those stitches. It was as though it was all planned. It was amazing, and honestly it wasn't, but anyway, I'll show you. It's just incredible how it's worked out. So I'm not sponsored by these at all. I do like We Are Memory Keepers products. I have collected them for, you know, many years. I've even got the sewing machine that, to be honest, is no, I'm not keen on, and it sits quietly underneath my desk. Wasn't impressed with that. I didn't like the foot pedal. It was so plasticky, and it kept flipping over when you're using it. And I might be better with it now. Now I'm better with a sewing machine, because at the time I wasn't into sewing at all. So I've done a lot since, but only paper and scrap bits of fabric. So I'm not a dressmaker or anything. So I put marks on. Yes, this is for the TN I done with recently. You can rub them off with a wet wipe or something. I've just put the red marks on for this journal. All right. So we take these off because we're doing 3 signatures, which is perfect for this. And I think that is about 1.5 the same That's 1 inch, but that's fine because I've gone in with my black stitches that I done originally, which makes that about 1 inch. Yeah, just over, but that's okay. 1 inch and 1/8, but that's just the way it's worked out, but it's fine. Right, so you have to place this in here and that bit there. And there is a lip, I mean, but if I go, you know, there, then that's two, it's not in the middle. So I work out where that's going to be. So it's quite hard getting the little screws in, and I wouldn't say tighten it too much, or else I think you might break the plastic. So that butts up, there's a little butt thing here. So the top of the journal fits up to the top of there, all right? And you line that hole up here, yeah, and then you sort of line that as good as center as possible. I'll get one screw in, I'll get the bottom one in, and then I can move it around a bit. So screw these in. Might not look straight yet because I haven't checked, so right, let's have a look. Line that up there just so, and make sure that's well butted up to that little lip there. I think that's pretty good. Right, on that's butt up, yeah. And this is the one that's quite hard to do. I got there. Okay, like I say, I haven't tightened it too much because it's quite a thick cover. So, but all right, that's held in nicely. I actually measured the center, okay, and I found it, like, I mean, it was 3 1/8, so that was there. All right, so just that one there. So that's why I marked that in red, and the same as the other two, I counted like one where I felt as though I wanted it, so I count, and then I counted 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and put a red mark, and then exactly the same that side. Okay, so here we go. So go through that one. Go through that one. I'm just going to go a little bit deeper on that one. Yeah. Because it is thick cardboard, so I'm going to do that. Okay, that's that bit done. Yep. Now the signatures, so that's that bit there. Oh, I meant to do the other two, and I sorry folks. I got to do all 3. Right, okay. Gotta make sure that's in the right place. It's best if it was left in, but never mind. Forgot I got to do 3. Let's put that in there for a minute. Just got to turn it around to line it up a bit better. Okay. Okay, so that was those ones done. That's all but there, I think. Yeah, that's fine. I can just see the hole underneath, so that's good. Yeah, that's fine. And then do the other 2 as well. So, yeah. Hey. Only the second time I've used this mine, so bear with me. There we go, and there's the holes. Not too bad. It would have been straighter if I'd left it in, but that's fine. Okay. And now for the signatures. Right, had a little play around because, of course, my cover is bigger than my signatures. Perfect, because it looks like it gives you just that little bit, because that lip is slightly up further, okay, than that one, but not enough for my journal. So the best thing I found was find the centre of the signature, okay, put that in. It'll come up about there, I expect, and then put this on lightly and then manoeuvre it till you see your little dot under that hole there, okay, and just make sure it looks square, which once that's in, it will, like that. Okay, and then doing it, so I've got another 1/4 inch there I've dropped down for my signature. All right, so maybe a thought of what you do, how much you leave gap around your pages. So perhaps I should have done, I don't know, 6 1/8 or something, but anyway, it still works, you know, just play around. Then they should line up better. That's that. This sits in beautifully in the signature, but like I said, there's only 8 pages that you can do. There's only 5 on this one, so it's okay. Because you've got a mountain fold and a valley fold. And the valley is poking out and the mountain is down, where it just sits in that crease, which you sort of know. It's pretty good, but I can just see these go missing. Definitely. Let's put them away first. Like I say, still playing around with it because this is my second time of using it, but I thought, no, let's put it to the challenge for a 3 signature journal and see what happens. Right, okay, I've done those. Let's have a look where that sits. What's that? Yep, that's loads better. Okay, so we've got definitely, you know, the right amount each side. Oh, now I've got Siri going off on my phone. I don't. Oh, it's just telling me it doesn't understand me. Oh, I have that in here sometimes. Yeah, so that's perfect. All right, no problem there at all. Right, so next we shall sew it in. Okay, right, I use wax thread. This is the one I got. I just typed in wax thread on eBay and I've got that one, so it's white, but if you don't like the white stitches on that bit, you can put some tea stain over it or something, but I'm all right with it. I don't think I've got a brown one actually. So, the thread is about 3 times the length of the page. All right, I expect it's moved already, but I start at the back. Don't have to though, but just leave a bit there. It's all right. I do flip around a bit when I do this. I got up to the top one now, but some people go in there and do it the other way, but you know, you just do it how you want to do it. Okay, and then back through the middle. And I'll put one side and one the other. That's it. And then I'll pull tight. Yeah, still a little bit out, just slightly, but millimeters, I would say. I mean, I would have liked to see that come up a bit, but that's okay. So I'm still getting used to it, so there we go. Yeah, see what I mean? Slightly lower there than there, but yeah. Make sure that's nice and tight there, which it isn't yet, so I'll give it another tug. That's better. Yeah. And then left over right, right over left. Okay, got enough for a dangle there if we need it. Right, so I shall go and sew the other ones in and then I'll get back to you. Okay, they're all sewn in. I'm not 100% happy with, yeah, either my pages weren't exactly straight or something like that. Yeah, and I don't like this left here. I think that's a bit lower than it should, so I'm going to have to perfect that with that thing, I think. So we shall see. But yeah, easy enough to do, but I just, that's so annoying because I'm usually pretty good on centralising everything, but it could have been my measurement of the centre or something like that. But anyway, we've done it and it's done now. So I'm not redoing it again because I'm not worried, you know, I'm not selling this journal, so it's just one that we can have a bit of a, you know, a challenge with. So I was pleased I used it because I'm still learning, but you know, like this no, it's not, I'm not keen on what's happened there. So whether that, and yet I know my pages were all the same size because I done it with my cutter that's set up, if you know what I mean. I do them all the same time, just at the same time. And normally I go through 3 signatures all at once with my thing, and they're always perfect. So, you know, that's something I've got to work with and keep doing it and see what happens. So I thought I'd show you. All right, so I still, you know, impressed with it. And it's very quick, but like you say, yeah, I'm going to stick the other thing on now, the front cover, just to, and then, because I like to see it. It gives me inspiration when I use that. So let's put that on. Shall I put something underneath it? I think I will actually, before. It might be handy. A wrap, yeah, underneath that. Not quite sure what yet. I'm just going to have a look, see if I can find a clothes. I quite like that, but it's not green. That would have been quite nice. But never mind. I'll find something. And look at that. As by magic. Yeah, this has been hanging around a while. I think I stained it up and actually didn't like it. But I think we're alright. It goes with that. Let's have a look. I quite like jute closure, but I haven't got any thick enough. Or it's either too thick or too thin, if you know what I mean. Here we are. Let's have a look. Something like that. Yeah, and that's all right because I'm, you know, like I say, I'm keeping this one, so I think I will be okay with that. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's fine, and it'll use it up because it's just hanging around for ages. Okay, that's some glue. Sorry, a bit noisy. That will be a bit long, but that's okay. And I'm not going to do that one, all right, because if I cover that with a bit of jute, which I think will look really nice. All right, I had some thin strip somewhere. Hold on. Okay, I had a bit of this. It's a wired one, so I'm going to actually cut the wire off because I want it frayed as well. So, which would be great to use this up because it's been hanging around. And then we can fray the jute. Will look, I think, will look quite nice. Don't know what I'm going to use that for though. No idea. Let's get some glue on. Actually, I'm going to fray a little bit first. Okay, all right, there's the cover. It's going to go there, you see. Yeah, we can put something most probably each side of that. Don't know what yet. We can find something hanging around. Okay, glue time. Getting it to soak in a little bit, so okay, good squish down. And something else, yeah, definitely need to find something to go sort of here really on there as well, but quite like that. I want it a bit rougher. Maybe add a bit of gesso or something to continue round, because now that looks sort of odd because we've got gesso there and not there. So I'm going to add a little bit of gesso first and see if I like that. If I don't, then I'm going to most probably put something else as well on there. I'm not sure yet. I'll have a little look round a minute. Right, come up with this because I think that was not quite wide enough. So I quite like this colour jute I've got. I'm going to stick them all down across that way, I think. And then we have little bits hanging from that, which will look quite nice. I think I've covered jam jars like this before. So if this was a bit wider, it would be better because I'd like the frayed edges to go over the edge. Well, it's not, so never mind. We can do something instead. Might look silly, but we shall see. I have a vision. Oh no. Oops. Not for people that don't like doing fiddly things. I don't mind, but see, would I have thought of doing this if I didn't like that first bit? Most probably not. You know, so this is where ideas come from. When you don't like something, and you think, oh, I've got to change that. So, and then you come up with something else. And you most probably would never have done it unless that happened. So that's why when you don't like something, don't always worry about it. It's okay. Something will happen eventually. If not, you put it on the back burner and just leave it there for a bit and leave it alone. Walk away from it and go back another time. Open it out that way. Why didn't I think of that, you see? Trying to do it that way. I do make things very difficult for myself sometimes. I'll worry about that in a minute. Let's just get this on. This will be a lot quicker, won't it? Silly me. Actually, it's quite nice with the jute underneath, to be honest, because you don't see any holes, which is good. Okay, I'm going to leave that to dry before I trim anything off. I'm just going to go and have a bit of lunch and then I'll be back. But far happier with that. And then I'm still going to put a bit of gesso over so that it becomes one again. But yeah, I like that. That could have gone all the way under there actually, but never mind. That would have looked quite nice. Get carried away now, you see. But just needs to dry off. Dry, give it a bit of a tug. Make sure it's fairly straight, but it's not supposed to be perfect. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Right, it should be all nicely dried. Just had a nice lunch. Let's have a look. Cut some of this off. Rough it up a bit. That's it. Yeah, love it. See, I wouldn't have thought of doing that if I didn't like the underneath. Right, cut that straightish, and then rough it up a bit. Here we have it. Right, gesso time again. I think my gesso pot loves me. I'm always using it. I'm scraping most of it off. Okay, and then looks a bit bright at first, but it sort of tones down after. And then when that's dry, that'll tone in with like the rest. I seem to keep saying that lately. I like that. It's better than me saying I don't like it. Right, okay. I'll just leave that dry. Yeah, I don't mind that little hole in there actually. It's not right the way through, it's only the top layer. That's fine. Right, let's give that a quick blast. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, just got a little bit there that needs gluing down. Yep, nice and dry. And here we have it. So, shall we finish off what we've got inside? Oh, it's going to be a long one, this one. But then we have made a journal, so not bad out of the junk in the trunk. Definitely, well, it's not actually. When you start, look, because I haven't seen it for ages, I just put bits and pieces, anything that's lying around, I literally put in there. But I've noticed there was a bit this week, some packaging came and I've put that in there and it's like full again. I don't think I'll ever empty it or get to the bottom, but I do sort of empty it and go through for the projects that we're doing just to see. There's loads more packaging, you know, so we can do a lot more of these perhaps, which will be nice. Yeah, and we'll try and find a few more bits to go in the journal itself. So yeah, I'm going to glue those down, I think, and just have it as a pocket, tuck spot. You know, I purposely didn't do anything with them. I just literally bung them in. And then at least that way you can see, you know, what you can do with something that you just literally bung together. And that's all we've done. Right, so I'm going to start to fill it. And this might be a second part, I'm not sure. Depends how long it's all going on for, because I like to sort of upload no longer than 50 minutes really, because it just takes forever. So on the inside, oh no, first of all, I'll show you what I've done with I have some bits here. A lot of this come out of the trunk, and I sort of rip them up basically and pin them together, and I just stitched them all together. These aren't done yet. Okay, this is all little bits hanging around in the trunk. I just added some dictionary pages because I didn't have any in there. So I just added some of that. So these are all been sewn. I really don't think about it. I literally just layer them up, the colours go in together a bit, and then stitch it all together. Which I think that one will look nice on the front, not on the front page, but inside front page, looking at it. There's some already stitched up. I mean, that's not going to go with this one, but some little bits of paper just stitched. I don't ink them up, anything. I just literally stitch them together, and if I need to add ink or anything, we do it after. That's quite nice. I'll go with this journal and see loads of them. Literally don't worry about how they go together, because we can add different things after. That's a bit of a greetings card. And they're just so, and there's one with a tea bag. I just blocked it on top and sewed it. Let's see what happens after, but they're pretty good. Look, I'll show you. I mean, that one's quite nice too. Alright, so this has ended up, I mean, that was quite nice. Because, you know, could be an embellishment there. No problem at all. Goes to the blue. I mean, yeah, or we've got that one. And that actually could be sort of glued down in that area, and then you could have a little tuck spot there. I quite like that actually. There, I like the other one too. Oh there, that's small. No, I'm going to go for this one. Yeah, I am. Okay, right. So I'm going to glue down this bit here. I mean, it's quite thin, it's tissue paper and that, but it's a lovely bit of green tissue paper. And I quite like it. It's hanging over the page and everything. Yeah, I like that. That's okay. So you have to have something here. So that's quite nice there, look. I have to just glue this down though. I mean, a lot of times I stitch my envelopes and everything, but I didn't. I thought, no, I'll do it all after. Yeah. Put that down. I mean, look, it's almost all but finished already. That I love. I cannot do anything. Perhaps something down here. I'm not sure what yet, because I just love that page. Okay, right, what have I got here? It's going to do like a little flip out type thing. I just thought it looked nice here. Maybe cut that off. And then, oh yeah, I think I'm just going to do that, you know, because I really like it. So, just fold that over and then cut that off. And ink them both up. I'm not going to totally decorate it. It's going to say because we might do some things in the weeks to come. So, oh, I need a little bit more, don't I? Yeah. A bit straighter, hopefully. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. Yeah, better. Right, I'm just going to stick down that side because then it can be a bit of a tuck spot. Make that actually into a bit of a tag shape. I think that might look nice. use an eyelet with that. Right, I've made that into a tag. I was thinking, oh yeah, let's stick that there. But once I made it into a tag and put it in the pocket, and perhaps we can make another one later on to go here. And then that was one of the bits I'd stitched together that I showed you. And I thought, do you know what? That looks nice in there, like that. So I am going to glue that in there. My battery must be dying soon. It really must. It stop recording when it dies. So it's only an iPad, so. But I'm so enjoying this. I want to carry on and finish the journal, but it's supposed to be put things in that we make. But I'm enjoying it. That will be fine there. So that's all that done, really. So, you know, a bit of writing, maybe something here, but I actually quite like that, so I'm not fussed about that. Let's flip out there. Then that was the last tag, which I do definitely need something here. I'm not sure what. Yeah, I haven't found anything yet. Maybe some, I don't know, some more flowers or something. I don't know. It's got to be something. Actually, yeah, it looks quite nice, but I have to put it on card and raise it up if that's the case. Because it's only flimsy. Well, anyway, we'll wait. Oh, that's quite nice. Put one of those on there, make it look like a folder thing. I've got some of those somewhere. Right, yeah, this little pile here. Sorry, I'm swapping and changing again. It was all this one. All bits beside me. All right, there's a bit more of that. Okay, so this is where you can start grouping things together. Knotted jute. Okay, yeah. These are the bits of where it really does go with the journal, because that's what we've used. And that's some plain, what I've cut down papers. So they're there. So we've got to use all these up. Oh, there's those that I was going to cut out and use one nice. So that is definitely going to be an embellishment of some kind. Somewhere, just take that off. I was just looking to see if it went there. But again, it's flimsy, it'd have to be put on card. So, oh, and if that was another one, those things I've done. I'm going to put that there. What else did I find? That's all in the little bits. I haven't done that yet. That's another one there. I haven't glued in yet. Another one there. That's some tabs, because I wanted that there because I want to do something with the tabs. So I've got loads of them, because of course I only use 2 or 3. I want another one there. And that was it, I think. Oh, I've got a little tutorial on that. I don't think I've put it up yet on how to make those. So, yeah, let's have a look. So we definitely need to make some tags to go in here. Packaging tags might be a bit too heavy now, but there's all little bits here. I'm going to start, I might use that. Okay, on. Because I want to get rid of it. I want to clear it, you see. Let's rip these off. Let's rip that down there so no trace of a bird. Okay, what I do is I'll just pin them together when I sort of like the design. Okay, and then just go straight across there, sewing machine. That's a bit of this. What else we got? they can be chucked away. Just been cutting out. Just, oh, what's that? I like this bit. They're so easy, but honestly, you wouldn't believe how they come in handy just to fill a space, and they're all done, you know. It's absolutely brilliant. Right, so nice, this one. Really want a straight edge. Like that. What else have we got? Oh, that was a offcut off that piece of card. It's not even straight, but never mind. That's fine. Okay, another one there. Right, I think we do one long ways. Go like that on the page. Yeah. I'm getting to the bottom of my bits here, so I've only got the little, I've got some of that. It's always nice. There. You've got a ticket here, so I'm going to cut that out. So at the end of your session, if you've got loads of bits, I mean, sometimes it's too much to do this, but just put them together. And then either glue them together later on, just put a paper clip on them, or yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought then. Yeah, just put them all together at the end of your session, and then stitch them on, and maybe the next day, because you might be getting tired or whatever. And then you've got bits to go in your box that you can root through that's actually joined together. And they just come in handy sometimes for that one little spot that you need something. So, just cut this one out. And I would quite like a butterfly. I don't think I've got time to cut that out, but I'll do that. So I know he's got to be cut out. And maybe a bit of that. Just don't want that edge there. Okay, that could be placed. Don't need those, they're white. Oh, I've got some blue here. I love this one. I mean, some of them don't even go. I just love this one. I need to use that. I love it. Sure, it might be too many spots. work. Yeah. So I'll just put them all together. And going down that way. A little skinny one, yeah. Let's cut that out. That was going to go in the journal, isn't it? One of these. Leave that one there. So definitely needs to go. This needs to go on some like corrugated cardboard, but I haven't got any here. Right, okay. Well, we'll leave them back in the bit box, but check the ones that we don't want away. Let's, yeah, these are all right. Go mad on saving too much. That definitely. Okay. So we've got some going, haven't we? Out of that little pile, look. Which is, oh, a minute, I'm going to clear the decks here. This I know is quite bright, but I've cut them out ages ago and never used them. So I'm going to try and do something with those. Oh, there's another one. Not sure which one I want for my journal there. Okay. So I'm going to put that back in my bit box. And then do all those. And then we have some more to play with. There you go. And how quick was that? You either now go along and glue them all together or stitch them, okay? Because what you've done, you've just put sort of things together very quickly, not thinking about it, and then you can go back and sort it out, all right? But you've got colour tones going together, and, you know, some of them look a bit odd, but doesn't matter. We can, you know, once it's in the journal, you might find it just goes. All right? Okay. Well, I must love you and leave you, I'm afraid, because this was definitely a long one, but at least we've got all but a journal, okay? And I started it for you. I'm not sure, you know, but I will, don't get me wrong, whatever I do with junk in the trunk, I'm going to put what I can in here because it's only a small journal, and then most probably make another journal after and put the other things we make in it. All right, so just carry on doing that, I think, and I will, if I can, I will try and do this once a week now, okay, because I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm doing things that I wouldn't normally do, and I'm loving it, to be honest. And I'm sort of sorry that this week has come to an end, because I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. And I hope I'm talking to you and not myself, because I have a feeling my iPad's memory is full. Okay, well, I'll speak to you soon, and keep well, everybody.